Saw Danny Carvajal get a red card. Let's talk about that, because under this new Xabi Alonso era, Real Madrid have had 4 red cards and they've managed to win 4 of those matches. So obviously getting a red card isn't a great thing, but Real Madrid seem to not let it affect them too much when they're down to 10 men and they're able to get the win. What were your thoughts on it, Stefano? When we talk about Bayern Munich, I feel like a lot of people are saying that they're going to run away with the Bundesliga season. It's going to be easy for them. Could we kind of see what happened with PSG last year, whereas they ran away with Liga, but then they were able to focus on the Champions League and put a lot
Focus.
Eggs in that basket.
You guys created this language? Sure about that?
Hey.
Started in Brooklyn.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
Put a lot of their focus.
And she was saying, I have to listen to an American to understand how to speak English?
Hey, I just had a bit of brain fog.
You asked a really good question, no?
It's a good question.
Yeah,
they could focus
without a doubt.
on the Champions League
Without
now.
a doubt.
We're going to be talking all things Champions League, more so with Phil Kitchen-Malidi. Thanks for joining us, Phil. Let's talk about Real Madrid. What's impressed you with this side so far, not just in this last weekend's match, but the whole start to the season? They've had a great run so far. Talk about the goals, though, the 4 goals that Juventus put up. They haven't scored 4 goals in the Champions League since 2021. Known for being more defensive, not letting in that many goals. Even Igor Tudor said yesterday after the game, players, they're already exhausted. We cannot carry on like this. What are your thoughts on what he had to say, especially coming off that Derby d'Italia win when they put up all those goals as well, Michael? James, ultimately, results bring money, and lately results haven't come for Manchester United. I think it's been reported that to sack Ruben Amorim, they'd have to pay out his contract. It roughly cost around $12 million. Is money the reason why Amorim has got his job at the moment? Mark, we're going to come to you now about the Derby d'Italia game, the game everyone was talking about this weekend. Did Juventus impress you more, or were you a bit more disappointed with Inter? What were your thoughts on it? OK, my weekend winner, I'm going to slightly change it. It's not really a weekend winner, more so this Monday's winner, because it is Michael Lahoud's birthday.
Oh, we changed it.
Press conference, Arteta said, look, I've learnt that we're good enough to compete. Last year, he even said that we were the best team in the competition. Do you think Arsenal this year are even better squad with all these transfers coming in over the summer? You mentioned kind of how Manchester City are adapting in the midfield, not going too great for them.
No.
When you look at their players, how do you think they're doing in trying to replace Kevin De Bruyne? They're still looking for their first Champions League title, which I feel like
wild to say out loud.
I know, honestly, I cannot believe that. But let's take a look at their schedule, because they've got Barcelona, Wolfsburg, Roma, St. Polten, Paris FC and FC 20. Cooper, when you're looking at this schedule, do you think it will be time for Chelsea to be able to get a Champions League title? Guillaume, you were just praising Mbappe there, similarly sounding like Carlo Ancelotti lately, because he's come out and spoken about Kylian Mbappe and his time working with him, and said in a year, Mbappe never asked me for anything. Talk about Kylian Mbappe, because yesterday on the UCL Today show, we saw Micah and his fantasy about Mbappe winning Ballon d'Or next season, which I don't think's too far out of the question. Are we entering this peak Kylian Mbappe era, which is crazy to say it's his peak because he's already done so well in his career, but it seems to be this season's getting off to a great start for him. Yesterday was a great performance and getting those goals as well. Lewandowski a bit, I don't know if it's the Polish in me, but not that I'm saying he's underrated, because he's obviously amazing, but he's got 3rd most goals in the Champions League. And I feel like he could be a bit of a Harry Kane, where we don't really appreciate
him.
Yeah, underappreciate him. I don't know if that's just me because I'm Polish, but what do you think about him? I'm actually Spanish, if you heard me. Yes. Talk about this Atletico Madrid side, because last year, after that Julian Alvarez miss-hit in the penalty, things it changed the narrative for this club last season. I mean, they went to losing the Champions League, they went to go losing the Copa del Rey, and then their La Liga run kind of fell off. How much of a narrative shifter was that, Stefano? And I know we like to talk about if, buts and maybes, but if that didn't happen, things could have been different, and the El Pupas title maybe could have been proven wrong. Because at the end of the day, a win is a win, and Liverpool will be happy to get that. But what do you think it's going to be like in the locker room? Do you think players are encouraged by this performance, or do you think they're thinking, oh gosh, this is 5 for 5 now, we can't keep doing this? Well, look, guys, it's all good looking at last season. It's come and gone, so let's just leave that there. But this season, I mean, they've had a huge summer yet again. This is the 2nd summer in a row now where they've gone and spent loads. What are you thinking of this Atletico Madrid side? I mean, look, higher spending teams, they sit there 7th, 428 million. It's crazy to believe that. I mean, Chelsea are 300 million above them, but still, it's a huge, huge number.